Hi guys, so I just finished actually making this kind of smoky eye tutorial. I did go ahead and take off the lips because I'm going to be focusing on a lip product review today. But if you're interested in checking out this, the link is going to be, we'll put it up here by my pop figures. I have way too many pop figures. So I kind of didn't want to start off my channel with a review that's going to be putting a brand on blast, but also I am really not happy with some products I've received. This brand is Makeup Revolution. I'm sure you guys have heard of them. I ordered these, I'm going to be honest, a couple months ago, but products shouldn't really dry out like this after a couple months. I'm talking about mostly their matte liquid lips, and that does include the Salvation Velvet Lacquer. That's actually, I think, a little worse than the regular ones. But we're just going to dive right into it. I'm going to show you some swatches and the issues I'm having with the product, and I'll explain more after the video about my impressions generally. I'm going to start with, this is, the shade isn't listed, but it's just one of their basic lip lacquers. Now I actually have really wanted to try this matte lip trend. I have way too many lipsticks. I have like 45 lipsticks, but I wanted to get on this because they were, you know, really reasonable price. And I love purples. This seems like a great color for my skin tone. I'm gonna go ahead and pop it on, and then I'll explain the issues I'm having to you guys, okay? I didn't grab a mirror, so I'm gonna get up close to grab one. The mirror I'm using is from my favorite highlight, the Tarte Skin Twinkle, and she broke today. It is so sad. I dropped her on the floor. I'm a terrible person, but I'm gonna go ahead and put this on real quick. Okay, so it's all applied. The first thing I'm going to mention before I get into wear issues and things like that is, you guys watched me put it on. I had to dip into this like 6-7 times just to get a full even coat. That seems really excessive to me. It honestly does. It seems like I'm using too much just product in general to get what should be, I have the hiccups today, I'm sorry. To get an even coat, it takes a lot of work with this product. I am going to talk about wear issues now. Already it feels super tacky on my lips. My lips have been really moisturized. That's a big thing I'm focusing on in my skincare routine right now, is exfoliated, fully moisturized lips all the time. Most days, since I'm just at home, I don't even wear lipstick actually. I'm just putting on lip balm constantly. So there's no flakiness, there's no dry patches, none of that. And it's already, it feels like it's splitting, it feels like it's settling into lines, it feels very cakey, very noticeably heavy. I'm gonna bring you in a little bit closer so you can see kind of the texture here. Okay, so I would have done a little bit better job if this was a more formal video where I was actually showing you guys a look, but I just kind of slapped it on because I'm gonna be trying a few products today. You can see though, aside from my mistakes, some areas where it's already kind of patchy. Especially as soon as it touches any wet part of your lip, it's just gone. And when I smack my lips together at all, bam, that's the biggest issue I have with this. Is there's no, your lips can't touch each other, period. And then, here's the worst part. I'm gonna try to fix that area and reapply a little, okay? So when you reapply, there's like vastly different color in the area I I just put it on to fix that. And then again, as soon as your lips touch, like that section, you can't fix it. There's no fixing. It is done. You are done putting lip product on there with this. It's just really frustrating. It's even for the cheap price, this is more than I'd expect from a lip product generally. I am gonna take this off real quick, and then we'll talk about some of the other colors I have here. So that's off. We're going to move on to the next shade. This is actually from the Salvation Velvet Lacquer from their line in the shade, Black Heart. Okay, I am always looking for a great dark lip. I love being able to find one. I don't wear it very often, but I really like having one around. I'm gonna go ahead and pop that on, and then again, we'll talk about some issues I'm seeing with wear, especially since this is a slightly different line than their original product. Okay, so again, it looks pretty good, right? But just for a few minutes, it looks good. This is almost dried down, but while it's drying down, I'm going to talk to you about one of the things that I really like about a matte lip, liquid lip, is that you get a really rich, intense color. That's definitely what I have going on here right now. I did mention in the last one I tried that it took several dips of product to get this. This one only took like one, maybe two. You guys were watching, you would know. I wasn't counting, so I don't remember. But I like using that bright, intense lip color as a base actually for glitter sometimes. Even though it's a matte lip product and that's what it starts out as, I think you can get a really powerful look on the lips if you just pop a glittery glitter on top. A glittery glitter, that's really stupid, that sounded really dumb. If you pop anything that's a shimmery gloss on top. So I'm gonna take you in, just in the time that I've been talking, it is already really patchy. And then if I do that, bam, it's gone. I am going to show you after reapplying and letting it dry down again. Like I said, I like to put a little gloss on there sometimes just to utilize that really intense color rich base with a shimmer underneath or shimmer above it. The gloss I'm going to be using is, I'm trying to like hold my lips still so it doesn't get patchy. The gloss I'm going to be using is Pleasure Planet from the Star Trek 50th anniversary collection. I actually really love Star Trek, if you guys don't know. It's like my favorite series. So, Star Trek The Next Generation. I've watched all of Voyager, and I'm not sure which season I am in of DS9, but I'm watching DS9. I'm going to go in with that little gloss, and you guys will see the issue I'm having as far as how the product sets underneath the gloss. So I think it looks really beautiful under that gloss, but the issue of patchiness, if your lips should touch anything, is intensified so much by putting the gloss over the top. It's unwearable, really, unless you're going to be babysitting your lips, which is something I don't really prefer to do. I like to be mindful of the lipstick I'm wearing, sure, but I mean, once I'm constantly just talking like this, and I'm going to keep everything really still, that doesn't work for me. You can already see, especially in the corners of the lips, it's gone, and it's the slightest, tiniest bit wet there because it's a mouth. So it's not gonna come back. I can't put it back on. It won't work. But I'm gonna be honest, when rubbing my lips together last time, I had a much bigger issue with patchiness. So maybe this time around my lips are just more moisturized and that's not happening this time. But I will take you in. That was too far in. And show you there is some unevenness of color. Definitely not as bad as last time though. So, I don't know. Not something I prefer in a lip product still. Another thing I wanted to show you guys is I have a little protein shake here. I'm gonna go ahead and take a drink of that. And yeah, it's gone. I know that it's not uncommon for you to have issues with lip products when drinking, and especially for the price point, but I mean, really the point of this review is just that this is not something I intend on rebuying at all. There's no reason, no. So I'm going to take this off and I'll be back with a couple other colors. The last couple colors I'm going to focus on actually were something I really enjoyed in the beginning of trying out this product, and now I'm over it. So I'm going to start with a bright pink, and this is actually why I started doing this, because it was so pink, oh my god. So I'll pop it on. So in these lighter colors, this is a little more sheer, but a lot smoother. It's a lot more of the texture I'm used to in a liquid lip. I do really appreciate that. Again, towards the outside of my mouth, it's already gone. It's just like I have inner corners of my mouth that are wet sometimes. So, I mean, that's not gonna change. Maybe that's just an issue with me, but I don't know, something I didn't appreciate. Next, I'm gonna go in with this camel color. And that I actually got because I thought it would be this color initially. It's very sheer as well, similar to this one that I'm wearing right now. But I like it because it can kind of tone down a color right away. Just comparing my bottom lip to my top lip, you guys can see what I mean a little more. So, like I said, I really liked this when I started trying out these products, but I'm going to bring you in close again to show you kind of why I stopped liking it so much. Okay, so one, it's not matte. We're going to ignore all this. Okay, so obviously because of taking the last product off, I have all this foundation gone, but I'll reapply it after. It's very, very sheer. It's barely that color at all. I really feel like I could get this color out of just using a lip balm. And the other thing is, you'll notice here versus here, there's quite a discrepancy in color now that they're layered. And the thing is, just about the only way I would use the light colored camel type one is layering. I can't imagine wearing it on its own because it's almost no color. So I don't have the wear issues obviously with the lighter colors where it's patching very much and flaking off, anything like that. But I'm still just not a fan. I feel like there are a lot better products that are within this price range that really you could get more use out of. I'm going to take this off and I'll be right back. So I have two other colors of these products that I'm just going to swatch for you real quick. My lips kind of need a break, but I am going to show you one more on the lips. This is a really bright purple color here. Just swatch on the hand. Oh my god, that swatch is ridiculous. I need to look at it while I'm doing it. Okay, so that's that color. And after a certain point, these aren't really matte anymore. Even though it says they're matte, they're really not. We'll see how that one dries down. This pink, I believe, is about the same issue. Okay, so those have had a minute to dry down, the swatches I did. The pink did come out very matte, but the purple is still really glossy, which all of these were on the website labeled to be matte. If I'm remembering correctly, I'm pretty sure I'm right. The last one I'm going to show you guys is this really cute red. I was looking for a red in that. It looks very red. It's a little more of a brick red. This one, again, said it was going to be matte. It came out, it's really glossy. So you guys can see this one is a very high gloss, but I just didn't have any of the wear issues I had with any of the other colors with this one. It gave a nice even coat, only took a couple dips, so it didn't take an excessive amount of product. It doesn't come off sheer at all. It is glossy rather than matte, but I don't mind. It's a really pretty color. I like it a lot. This one was definitely a win in my book. I'm gonna switch gears real quick and talk about a couple other products I got from them. The first is the One foundation, and I don't know if this was me not doing enough research or what, but I ordered shade 1 because I'm really light, right? And it is straight up white, and I thought, you know, I could always mix it into another foundation, and that works. I'm gonna show you on my hand that just has lip products on it. I'll try to stay away from them because I realize my other one has a lot of product. So my issue with mixing it, now that I blend it in, it's really sheer. You can't really tell. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit more, okay? I'm actually putting it on there and I'm rubbing it in. Now this is 2 coats of it, and I don't know. You can see it now with 2 coats, so maybe it just takes a lot. Also though, a lot of that's the light reflecting from the camera. Maybe if I shield it, I don't know. I mean, it's on there, it's visible, but it's white, and I think really I tend to just buy the shade of foundation that matches me, and if it doesn't match me, I don't use it. So I wasn't really looking for a foundation lightener. I didn't need one. Maybe when I'm doing makeup on clients or sometime I'll come across a use for it, but it's not what I was expecting to buy. It's an okay product. I don't think, as far as foundation goes, the texture, the coverage, everything like that, I wouldn't suggest it. It's very, very light coverage. It's really lightweight. It's almost feels a little oily, even though it does dry down to a powdery finish, but not one of my favorite products. The last thing I actually have to reach over here and get, I forgot to grab it out. So the last thing I got from them is the Ultra Blush Palette, and this was a set of 8 cream blushes. Really cute colors. I actually really love the colors. I have no complaints about this whatsoever. They go on great. I think I've used them on a few clients before that had really dry skin, and they blended wonderfully. These 10 out of 10. I would definitely get their face products again. Just some of the lip products I was really unhappy with. I'm not going to buy again. And I don't know, I guess I wanted to let you guys know that. Honest review of what I thought from everything I picked up from Makeup Revolution. I probably will try their brand again. I got an eyeshadow palette, but it arrived broken. And actually, I was going to throw it out, and then my mother-in-law saw it, and she was like, that's only a little broken, I'll take it. But that was the Go to Hell palette. Maybe I'll do another purchase again sometime. I'm interested in their highlighters, and like I said, I really did like the blush. So I don't know, those are kind of my overall thoughts. This combo looks, I don't know, what do you guys think? Kind of blue eyes with the red lip. I feel very trying too hard. But if you like the video, if you want to see more reviews like this, comment, subscribe, shoot me a message. I'm on social media. I have my email that I check all the time as well. And I will talk to you guys in another video soon. Bye!